Slow loris is a small nocturnal primate from Southeast Asia, known for its big eyes and slow, deliberate movements. But it's also the world's only venomous primate, using a toxic bite for defense, making it vulnerable to illegal pet trade despite its dangerous secret. They live in trees, are arboreal, and their diet includes fruits, gums, nectar, and insects. Key characteristics. Appearance: cute, furry, with large round eyes and distinct markings, often looking like a teddy bear. Venom produces a toxin from glands in its elbow, which it mixes with saliva to deliver a venomous bite, capable of harming humans. Movement: moves slowly and deliberately on all fours, clinging to branches with strong, grasping hands and feet. Tongues: has two tongues, a long upper one for nectar and a smaller lower one for grooming. Habitat: lives in rainforests and bamboo thickets across South and Southeast Asia. Threats and conservation: illegal pet trade. Their cute appearance leads to them being captured and sold as pets, often with their teeth removed, which is fatal. Habitat loss: deforestation also threatens their survival. Status: all species are endangered or vulnerable due to these threats, making them a focus for conservation efforts. Slow lorises typically live around 20 years in the wild, but can reach 20 to 25 years, sometimes even longer, in captivity, though specific lifespans vary slightly by species and conditions, with pygmy lorises having a range of 10 to 20 years, and sunda lorises sometimes living 12 to 14 years in stressful captive settings. In the wild, expect an average of about 20 years. In captivity, with proper care in zoos or sanctuaries, they often live longer, reaching 20 to 25 years. The longest recorded lifespan for a sunda slow loris in captivity was nearly 26 years, according to one source. Factors affecting lifespan. Stress: captive environments, especially those not meeting their needs, can cause stress, potentially shortening their lives. For example, sunda lorises in captivity sometimes live 12 to 14 years. Habitat loss and pet trade. In the wild, threats like habitat loss and being hunted for the illegal pet trade drastically reduce their chances of reaching old age. Are slow loris endangered? +8. Yes, all species of slow loris are threatened, with statuses ranging from vulnerable to critically endangered due to habitat loss and the illegal pet trade, where they are often mutilated for photo props and sold as exotic pets. Their populations are rapidly declining, pushing them towards extinction, with species like the Javan and Banka slow lorises being critically endangered. Threats to slow lorises: illegal. Pet trade. They are captured for the exotic pet trade, with their teeth often clipped, a painful mutilation, so they can't bite, but this leaves them unable to eat properly and often leads to death. Photo props. Tourists are tricked into posing with them for photos, further fueling the demand. Habitat loss. Deforestation for logging, agriculture, and development destroys their rainforest homes. Traditional medicine and bushmeat. They are also hunted for use in traditional medicine and as bushmeat in some areas. Conservation status: critically endangered. Javan slow loris, Banka slow loris. Endangered: Bengal slow loris, greater slow loris, Sumatran slow loris, pygmy slow loris, sunda slow loris. Vulnerable: Philippine slow loris, Cayenne slow loris, Bornean slow loris. All species face significant threats, and conservation efforts focus on combating the illegal trade and protecting their forest habitats. Humans can help slow lorises primarily by supporting conservation efforts, avoiding actions that fuel the illegal pet trade, and promoting habitat preservation and restoration. Support conservation efforts, donate or adopt. Financial contributions to reputable organizations such as the Little Fireface Project or International Animal Rescue can fund rescue, rehabilitation, and release programs, as well as anti-trafficking task forces and educational initiatives. You can also adopt a slow loris to symbolically support its care. Volunteer. For those with relevant skills, for example, veterinary care, education, marketing, field research. Opportunities to volunteer with conservation programs are often available both locally and in range countries. Advocate and raise awareness. Use your voice to educate others about the cruelty of the pet trade. Share information on social media, write to local officials, and encourage friends and family to make informed choices. Combat the illegal pet trade. Do not purchase or keep as pets. The demand for slow lorises as pets is a primary driver of their decline. They are wild animals with complex needs and venomous bites, and they suffer greatly in captivity, often having their teeth brutally removed by poachers. Avoid cute content. Be mindful that viral videos of slow lorises being tickled in bright conditions are often a sign of a distressed and nocturnal animal. Avoid sharing such content and consider commenting kindly to inform uploaders about the harm caused. Report illegal activity. Report any instances of illegal slow loris sales, whether online or in person, for example, photo props for tourists, to local wildlife enforcement agencies and conservation groups. Protect their natural habitat. Choose sustainable products. Minimize your use of products containing unsustainably sourced palm oil, as oil palm plantations are a major cause of habitat destruction for slow lorises and other wildlife. Look for sustainably sourced or certified products. Support reforestation and wildlife-friendly farming. Support projects that work with local communities to restore forest habitats and establish wildlife-friendly farming, for example, organic coffee plantations with shade trees, which provides income for farmers and cover for the animals. Reduce general environmental impact. Simple actions like recycling, using less plastic, participating in community cleanups, and avoiding pesticides at home contribute to healthier ecosystems for all wildlife. Advocate for habitat protection. Support policies and legislation that protect national parks and other natural spaces from logging, development, and other destructive activities. Slow lorises are nocturnal and arboreal, meaning they spend their days asleep, typically curled up in a ball, in a tree hollow, dense foliage, or tangled branches. They become active at night to forage for food and navigate their forest habitat. Daytime activities. Rest and hiding. During daylight hours, a slow loris focuses primarily on resting and avoiding predators. Sleeping. They generally sleep alone, although sometimes individuals in a spatial group, those with overlapping home ranges, may sleep in proximity. They choose hidden spots like tree crevices or thick vegetation to remain inconspicuous. Energy conservation. They have an extremely low metabolic rate compared to other mammals of similar size, which aids in their slow lifestyle. In cooler months, pygmy slow lorises can enter a state of torpor, a short form of hibernation, to conserve energy when food is less available. Predator avoidance. Their primary defense mechanism during the day is crypsis, hiding, and remaining motionless. When startled, they freeze and may cover their face with their hands, a behavior that has earned them the Indonesian name malu-malu, or shy one. Nighttime activities, foraging and socializing. As night arrives, slow lorises become active, spending most of their time moving slowly and deliberately through the forest canopy. Movement. They are expert climbers and use a unique, slow, hand-over-hand movement style, often with 3 limbs gripping a support at all times. Their strong grip, facilitated by special vascular bundles in their limbs, allows them to cling to branches for long periods without fatigue. They typically do not jump or leap. Feeding. They are omnivores and forage for a variety of foods, including tree gum, sap, nectar, fruit, insects, and small vertebrates like lizards or bird eggs. They use their specialized tooth comb, modified lower front teeth, to gouge tree bark to access the sap. Communication. Slow lorises rely heavily on scent marking with urine and glandular secretions to communicate their identity, sex, and territorial boundaries to other individuals. They also use various whistles, chirps, and growls for vocal communication. Defense. If threatened at night, a loris can mix a secretion from a gland on its inner elbow with its saliva to create a potent venom, delivering a toxic bite to predators or rivals.